So are you getting my voice? Yeah, fine. Yeah, fine. Yeah, just wait. Here I'm getting some Eclipse issue. Just wait, please. Yeah, just a moment, please. Yeah, just wait please. Right now some workspace is building. Yes. Now you see, this is a program we created. This is a Java program we created here. Here you see, we created a class called Hello World, and in that class we created a string variable. You see, a string property we created here, which is called message, right? And a setter method also created. You see, set message. Okay. So when we given a string value for that setter method, it accepts that value what we given here and assigns that value into this variable called message. And then after we created a method called display to show what is the content presented in this variable called message. Right? Fine. So when we created a Java class in Spring Framework, we must represent that Java file with beans.xml, right? That's why here you see a Spring configuration file we created here, which is called beans.xml. You see. Let me open that. You see that? So here we represented the Java class with a tag called bean. Okay. ID is equals to some hello world we given here. So whatever it with ID we can take or we can give, and the class name. So you see what is the class name we given here. You see that exactly that name we given with, or we represented that Java class with attribute called class. Then even properties also we represented using. Okay, property name is equals to message. So what is the property we created in that class? Yes, message. And which value we want to send or which value we want to store into that variable, that value is also given here. But actually we are not assigning. Just we specified in the configuration file, that's all. Okay, understood? So like when we need to use the data, or when we need to create the object for this class, actually we need not create the object for the class because Spring Container handles it. Okay, so that means whenever the Spring Container is started here, then creates the object for the class what we specified here. Okay, and creates one ID which is called hello world. Instead of hello world, you can take another one also, so that we will not get any problem. Okay, once the instance is created for this class, then executes setter method, like set message method. Okay, here Spring Container executes set message method what we created in this class. Okay, then what is the value we specified here? Let me change the string here. Let me change the text. So what is the text we specified here? That the text passes to set message method, so that this function accepts the value. So what is the value passed by the container and assigns that into this variable, right? So like this, our Spring container handles the classes what we specified in beans.xml. So any query from here, Sai and Soumya? Hello? Yeah, fine. And what about Soumya?
Yes, sir.
So for example, if we need to execute any one of the methods from the specified class, now you see how we are going to use them. So initially we created application context object here. So what that application context object represents? Yes, here Spring container reads the complete details from beans.xml. So what we specified what we specified means what is the data we specified from beans.xml. Okay, so it reads the Java related classes and then codes them in the application context object. Okay, fine. Now from application context object, which Java class we need to use or we want to use, that ID should be passed for getBean function or getBean method. So when we passed ID, so which ID here? Yes, what is the ID we given from beans.xml? That ID should be passed for this. Okay, understood. So when we given ID for this getBean ID, getBean method, then it returns the reference of that class. Understood? Then we called the method. Okay, what is the method presented in that class? We executing. So sorry, we specified that method. That is to execute. So which method we specified here? Then that related method or what is the implementation done in that method? It executes. So understand all of you right now? Is it clear? Sai and Soumya? Yeah, fine. Now let me execute this. You see, Java application. This is nothing but console application. So to handle console related applications, a special container exists which is called core container, Spring core container. Okay, let me open that. Now you see, so this is class property. So what is the data or what is the text we specified here? It is displayed as the output. This is a console related program. Let me open that, like different types of containers here from Spring Framework you see. Like which container about we are going to discuss. You see that? You see, container, but wait. So clearly you see, this is Spring container making all the objects for the specified classes from beans.xml and make it ready to use in the application. That is the main advantage here, right? Let me show. You see different types of containers I'm going to show right now here. You see, this is very important. Bean factory. So, like, what are the beans? What are the beans means? Nothing but Java classes. So, what are the Java classes we specified from beans.xml? Internally, that the Java class related data reads by bean factory, and then from bean factory, application context object gets. Okay. So, from application context object we are getting, right? That's what we done in the program. Just wait. I want to show some different containers in diagrammatic representation. Yes, here you see different containers you see. Bean factory container, application context container, okay, and some other containers also you will get like web container also you will get MVC container, IOC container, something like that, right? Actually, some diagram should be there. I'm searching for that. So I will show here. You see, you will get like this. MVC module, JDBC module, IOC module, Spring Core module. Okay, like this you will get, and DAO module, and yeah, certain things you will get. And AOP module. So like this, will get different types of modules. Like for example, if you want to create any JDBC related programs, then you must use this module. That means from this module we have to collect the classes what they given from Spring Framework. Okay, for example, if you want to create any MVC module related applications, then we must go for MVC module. Like this, different modules given from Spring Framework to create any type of applications. Like you see, right now we created some console related application from Spring Core. Okay, and aspect oriented programming module, JDBC module, and IOC inversion of control. Like this, different modules given in Spring Framework to create any type of applications. So, what is the program we discussed? Okay, written from Spring Core module. It is a core module it is. So, to handle the programs what we created the Spring Core, you will get core container, Spring Core container, and the MVC container, JDBC container. Like this, to handle the programs what we written handles with the different types of containers. Okay, given from Spring Framework here, right? Understood all of it right now? Yes, Sai and Soumya? Is it clear right now? Yeah, fine, Sai. And what about Soumya?
Yes, sir.
Yes. No. Now here you see, we created one more example like this. So we created a class called user. Okay, that is to represent some user related details like name, age, and country. Okay, understood? So we created a constructor also. Okay, here we created a constructor called user. Understood? So, like you see, when we given some data like name, age, and country, when we given the data for the constructor, then assigns those values into these properties what we created here. Like that we created a constructor. And here, very important point, we created a method called toString method. Okay, toString method. We created method called toString method, that is to display what are the values presented in the variables called name, age, and country. Okay, like that. But actually we need not call that method toString. It executes automatically. How it is? Yes, let me show that. Now, when we created a Java class here, okay, then we represented the Java class from beans.xml using. Okay, then after, like we represented the created Java class with a tag called bean. Okay, bean ID is equals to user, class is equals to class name. Okay, so like ID is given as user. So other than user also you can take. And clearly you see from configuration file only we are passing the values. Okay, like you see, we given index number 0. Index number 0 means first value. Yes, this one. So here index number 0 represents the first value. Let me take that value as Ishwar. And what type of value this is? String type of value. And in the same way, as index 1, we passed some numerical value, that is nothing but integer. Okay, we represented what type of value also we are passing. So here integer type of value we are passing as 24. And as a third value for the constructor, you see constructor argument we given, not a method. Okay, constructor, for constructor we are passing third value as string type of value, and that value is here, like that. Okay, so while we are configuring the Java class, we specified the values for constructor also. Okay, is it clear right now? Then come for main method. In main method, we created application context object. Okay, from application context object, you see which class we are going to use. The class ID passed for get bin method. Okay, so that it returns the reference of that class. And then you see we are trying to display the object. Yes, now you tell me what is the output you will get when we tried to display the object. Then finally what is the output you will get? Yes, I and Soumya, any one of you. So finally what is the output you will get here? Yes. So here container executes toString method internally, so that the values what we pass from configuration file displays here, right? Now let me execute this. Now you see. So is it clear right now? If any queries, please ask me right now. Yes, I and Soumya. Hello? Yeah. And what about Soumya? Is it clear right now?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, fine.
Hello.
So yeah, can you work on the examples what we given till today, like Hibernate? So any queries from Hibernate? Yeah, from Sai and Soumya. Any queries from Hibernate? Like what are the concepts we discussed? No, not from Spring. Yeah, Spring and Hibernate. Moreover, I think I given a task on Hibernate also, right? So what about that? So a task I given on Friday, right? So what about that? Load and get okay, but another task I given other than that. Like creating of like a bank, not bank, employee type of objects, and which object you want to get from the database you need to get, and The same way, how many objects are there, or how many records are there in the database level, you have to show each and everything like that. If any modifications you need to do, then these are the operations to implement what I asked you, right? That is Friday. No? Yeah, otherwise I will tell you. Tomorrow I will give you the task on Hibernate. Yes, any other queries? So in the next week we are going to finish complete Java, Shari and Soumya. Yeah, let me check if I'm having the class video. Like if I record, I think I forgot whether I recorded the session or not. If I'm having the recorded session, I will send immediately. No problem at all. Okay? Yeah. Yeah. Sure. Sure. Definitely. Yeah. Let me check right now. Yeah. Remind comes on I think structure web services, so that we will finish. Yeah. Yeah. MVC also will get like struts completely related to MVC only. We will get MVC module in even Spring also. MVC module what I showed in the diagram, right? So I will we will discuss about MVC module here also. Yeah, fine. Okay, so tomorrow we will meet here only to discuss some of the concepts from Spring. Okay? Yeah. Have a good day. Bye bye. So I will send the examples what we discussed today and yesterday, right?